Marian de los Santos, this presentation is as simplified as it gets, Mr. Chairman, pursuant to Comelec Resolution 11060. This Comelec Resolution has just been enacted in relation to the upcoming elections. There was no Comelec Resolution then providing for a template how to draft the resolution. Particularly, Mr. Chairman, Section 11, Rule 4, Request for Exemption. That attachment, Mr. Chairman, on the name of the project, the requesting party, office, the position, and authority, this budget, Mr. Chairman, has already been scrutinized during the budget hearing. This is the same budget, Mr. Chairman. The same budget. That is not
Yes, exactly.
We're
Ang
just
pangutana.
asking for exemption, Mr. Chairman. So, if we are talking about scrutinizing it, this has already been scrutinized last year, Mr. Chairman. This is only a mere exemption. Now, again, I beg to differ that we're not intending to fast-track any of this, Mr. Chairman. This is how it is so. Mr. Chairman, we just attach what has been attached and what has been prepared by the department heads during the budget hearing for perusal of the members of the council, Mr. Chairman. So we just ask what can be considered, Mr. Chairman, that we are to proceed for social welfare programs because we cannot allow the aid and assistance to be hampered, that service to be deprived from those that are qualified beneficiaries, the ones needing from our people in the city, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
With all due respect to Member Gelon, I think the template is attached and is very clear here under the resolution number of Comelec. And I think it has not been followed. If this template has been followed, then it will be more simplified and understandable by each one of us. But it is very clear. I have here the copy of the said resolution 11060, and attached here too is the template, Mr. Chair. So I want to show it to everyone that there is a template. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Member Wenceslao.
Yes, Mr. Chair. As I understand, most of these amounts, items, are under our budget for this annual year 2025. So, based on our annual budget ordinance, Mr. Chairman, we have a colatilia, Mr. Chairman, that only 75% per quarter is allowed to be released. If it is not more than 75%, if it's more than 75%, then there is a need to have an approval from the City Council, Mr. Chairman. So even there is an exemption, Mr. Chairman, but then we cannot release if it will not be approved by the City Council if it's more than 75% of the annual budget that will be released by the Executive Department, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
it is the interest of the Legislative Department represented by us and the Executive Department that we comply with the colatilia, we comply with the guidelines, we complied with the enabling laws, we comply with the Comelec resolution. Exactly the reason why I pondered on the amendments of the Honorable Majority Floor Leader, Mr. Chairman. It is reasonable, Mr. Chairman. Hence, with those amendments, Mr. Chairman, and considering the time is of the essence, Mr. Chairman, we cannot allow to derail further the approval of this resolution seeking for exemption, Mr. Chairman. So I deem it best that the amendments as presented by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader, on account of her wisdom and legal expertise, Mr. Chairman, I defer. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I move for its approval, Mr. Chairman.
So, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
natay balaod, we can read the balaod, but we don't understand what's in there. Unsa may nga din ha karon?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I understand because I'm a lawyer in the first place, Mr. Chairman. And exactly the reason why the body has appointed me to be chairman of the Committee on Laws. That's why I presented it before the body, and the best way I know how, based on personal knowledge and my experience and my background of the law, Mr. Chairman. I mean, I cannot allow this body to be taken in the dark, Mr. Chairman. That is why the specifics are there. I considered, I deferred the resolution. Right. When it was presented during the deliberation, there were no specifics. So I pointed out to the office of the mayor through the city attorney, present the specifics. That is what is provided under Comelec resolution. So the specifics are there. And the attachments are there as what was presented during the budget hearing by the department heads who are here, Mr. Chairman. Such that it is already time-consuming and laborious on the part of the Sangguniang to scrutinize it all the way as if we have a budget hearing, Mr. Chairman. This is just a resolution seeking for exemption, Mr. Chairman, considering that these amounts are the same amounts indicated in the annual budget, Mr. Chairman.
And that's why you agree to the amendments presented by
That is
Member
reasonable.
Pesquera.
The Colatilla point of the Honorable Wenceslao is
So,
reasonable.
the-
The amendments of the Honorable Majority of the is
So the
reasonable.
body is open, any members of the body that is open to any amendment of the items that some of the members might have missed. So any other members from the body nga naay suggested or proposed amendment. Again, ang number 6, ato na lang gitangtang.
Mr. Chairman, if
Diba?
I
Yes.
may. Yeah, there was a last amendment that I should make, Mr. Chairman. This is I think the self-help project, Mr. Chairman, nga wa ma-appeal ni